Hello, my name is Tristan Cameron, and I will be introducing the website that I built, which is the Solo and Ensemble Registration. The premise of this app is for students to register for a performance for the solo and ensemble event, and for judges to be able to judge by assigning a grade to them and assigning times for the students to perform. So we'll start off with the features. For login, we have the ability to log in, register, which is only for students. The judges will have their own credentials that do not change. So we'll have, say, student 4, and you notice if I try to just do that, it does have the @ validation as well as requiring something for it to follow. Password doesn't really have any restrictions, but when we create the account, it kicks you back to login. So go ahead and log in here. And when you first start off, you don't have any submitted performances because new students. And also, while I'm here, I do have the 3 different medias. I have the desktop, I have the tablet, and then I have the mobile phone, which I don't know why that's doing that now, but too late to worry about that. All right. So if we go back out, we can go. The students are able to see homepage, performance registration page, and then log out, which will take them back to log in or register. But if you go here, we have simple instructions, which it requires your name, performance piece, instrument or instruments in your school. There's no validation for this. It's whatever your main name may be, whatever the piece may be called, whatever instruments, and whatever school. When you submit performance, you can see a little pop-up, which is the React Toastify library. Just gives better alerts, better pop-ups, makes it a little bit easier on the eyes, while also having a timer for when it goes away. But when I go back to home, logged in student 4, you can see that the performance that I just submitted, which I do have the option of deleting if the students decide, you know what, we're actually not going to do this anyway. But if we go to the judge login, we get pulled to the judge dashboard, which contains the performances of all the students, whereas with the students, you only see what you signed up for. So we have different grades, which also more Toastify. And when you do this, it go ahead and automatically updates it on student side as well, just in case the judge forgets to hit submit or update for whatever reason. It gets forgotten, and then it just becomes more of a hassle. So I figured it's easier to just have it update as they change it, where you can change the times as well. Say I want to make this 3. You can see the time has been updated. If I go back to home, you can see you have the grades that have been updated for times that were assigned. And then that is it for the functionality of this website. Now, as far as the app routing goes, kind of already showcased that. Judges have the home, the dashboard, and when you log out, you have log and register, and the same thing for students, just they have the student form rather than the dashboard, and their home only shows what they've registered for. Library integration, I used Bootstrap, I used Vite, I used Firebase, and I also used the React routing to make it easier to switch between while retaining information. Vite helps make the React actually work, helps with making sure that the code functions as it should, that if I click home, it'll populate what it needs to. Now, Firebase, which is kind of going to go hand in hand with the data usage. Whenever a performance is registered, you can see each one, and they have the grades fields, group members, instruments, performance piece, school, student ID, student name, and time. Now, the members, instruments, piece, school, and name are what the students put in, whereas the time and grade is the judge, and the ID is automatically assigned. Which, if you notice, for these three performances, the student IDs are the same, and that is the student that had the three performances. And you have the one student here with a different ID. And we also have the authentication. So we have the one judge account and then the 4 different students that have registered. So that is going to be it for the data usage. As far as the website itself goes, we have the pictures all have the alt attributes attached to them. The forms, if I were to go back to students, would have the names for each field that a screen reader could read off, so that way they don't have to see it. And this should be colorblind friendly as well. I did update the buttons to not be super light color with white, and then everything else should be just about the same. But other than that, that is the full rundown of my website, and I hope you enjoyed.